Welcome back to the Fantasy Football Strategy. Round one of the NFL playoffs is in the books, and now it's time to shift gears and start building for the 2025 season. Today, we're breaking down PPR tight end rankings to give you that offseason edge. If you're ready to dominate your league, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more winning strategies. Let's dive in. In the S tier, I have Bowers, McBride, and Laporta. When it comes to Brock Bowers, the rookie sensation for the Raiders had an absolutely historic season, breaking NFL rookie records with 112 receptions and 1,194 receiving yards. Bowers stepped in and immediately became a focal point in the offense, proving he's not just the future, but the present at the tight end position. As for Trey McBride of the Cardinals, McBride had a breakout year, racking up multiple 100-yard games and becoming a PPR machine. But here's the crazy part. He didn't catch his first touchdown until his 98th reception. It's almost unbelievable and honestly kind of unfortunate, but it highlights just how involved he was in the offense. If Arizona can improve in the red zone, McBride could be even more dangerous in 2025. Rounding out the S tier is Sam Laporta from the Detroit Lions. Laporta built on his impressive rookie year and stayed a key piece of Detroit's offense. He closed out the season strong, including a monster 111-yard performance against the Bills. Laporta continues to be a reliable and explosive option in a high-powered offense. These three tight ends are locked in as elite fantasy options heading into 2025. Dropping down to the A tier, it looks like this for me. TJ Hawkinson, George Kittle, Dalton Kincaid, and finally Tucker Kraft. Hawkinson has been a consistent force in the Vikings offense, delivering solid performances week after week. His reliability makes him a top option for fantasy managers seeking stability at the tight end position. Yes, George Kittle is getting older, but his elite talent keeps him among the top tight ends. In a position with limited depth, Kittle's playmaking ability and experience make him invaluable. He remains a staple in the 49ers offense, consistently contributing to their passing game. And as for Dalton Kincaid, some might think this ranking is a bit high for Kincaid, but I believe in his talent. Playing in Buffalo's high-powered offense, if things start to click, he could ascend rapidly. Tucker Kraft has looked fantastic in Matt LaFleur's offense, showcasing a well-rounded skill set that makes him a top option at tight end. His ability to contribute both as a blocker and a pass catcher adds a layer of unpredictability to the Packers' offense, and it also means more snap share for him. Now let's dive into the B tier of my 2025 PPR tight end rankings. In this tier, I have Mark Andrews, David Njoku, Kyle Pitts, Travis Kelce, Jonnu Smith, Evan Engram, and Jake Ferguson. Starting with Mark Andrews, he's currently under contract with the Baltimore Ravens through the 2025 season. However, there have been discussions about the Ravens potentially moving on from him due to salary cap constraints and the emergence of other offensive weapons. If Andrews does land with a new team, his fantasy value in 2025 will heavily depend on the offensive system he joins. That said, it's also possible the Ravens could renegotiate his contract, and if that happens, I'd firmly keep him in this B tier ranking. Next up is Kyle Pitts, who is entering a critical contract year with the Atlanta Falcons. This contract situation could be the extra motivation he needs to finally break out. On top of that, he has rookie quarterback Michael Penix Jr. leading the offense, which could elevate Pitt's game if the two develop strong chemistry. However, there have been lingering concerns about Pitts' passion for the game, and that uncertainty makes him a bit of a wild card heading into the season. It also doesn't help that Pitts doesn't want to participate in blocking defenders either. Now let's dive into the C tier of my 2025 PPR tight end rankings. This tier features Isaiah Likely, Pat Freiermuth, Cade Otton, Dallas Goedert, Cole Kmet, Ben Sinnott, Chigo Okonkwo. and Dalton Schultz. Starting with Isaiah Likely, if Mark Andrews moves on from the Ravens, Likely could skyrocket up these rankings. He's already flashed major potential in Andrews' absence. Just look at his 2024 season opener against the Chiefs, where he torched their defense with 9 receptions for 111 yards and a touchdown. It easily could have been 2 touchdowns, but if you'll remember, his toe was barely on the line as time expired. Likely has shown he can be a top weapon in Baltimore's offense when given the opportunity. Moving on to Ben Sinnott, the Commanders invested a second-round pick in him last year, pairing him with rising star quarterback Jaden Daniels. Sinnott's versatility was on full display during his college days at Kansas State, where he played a hybrid role across tight end, fullback, and even in the slot. If veteran tight end Zach Ertz moves on, Sinnott could step into a larger role and become a key piece in Washington's offense. Finally, Chig is someone to watch if the Titans upgrade at quarterback. When Mason Rudolph was under center, Okonkwo's target share jumped to 25% in games where Rudolph played significant snaps. Compare that to just a 15% share with Will Levis, and it's clear that better quarterback play could unlock Okonkwo's full fantasy potential. Now, looking at the D tier of my tight end rankings, featuring Theo Johnson, Noah Gray, Brenton Strange, Eric All, Hunter Henry, Michael Mayer, Noah Fant, and A.J. Barner. Starting with Theo Johnson, the Giants tight end is an elite athlete, boasting a remarkable relative athletic score of 9.93, which underscores his exceptional physical capabilities. Unfortunately, his 2024 season was cut short due to a foot injury sustained during the Thanksgiving game against the Cowboys. Looking ahead, if the Giants can secure a competent quarterback this offseason, Johnson's situation could improve significantly, potentially elevating his fantasy prospects. Moving on to Hunter Henry, while he may be advancing in age, the introduction of a new offensive system in New England, coupled with the promising young quarterback Drake May under center, could signal a resurgence for him in 2025. This ranking might be underestimating his potential impact in the upcoming season. That wraps up our 2025 PPR tight end rankings. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below with your thoughts or any players you think should be ranked higher or lower. I'd love to hear your take. Also, don't forget to check out our other positional rankings and dive into our mock draft playlist to stay ahead of the competition. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day, fantasy footballers.